Mornings used to be the hardest part of my day when it came to Lyme disease, waking up exhausted and foggy and overwhelmed before I even got out of bed. But once I created a consistent Lyme recovery morning routine, things got so much better. I had more energy, less inflammation, and a clearer head. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly what I did every morning to support healing from Lyme, and without burning myself out. Most people wake up in a very vulnerable state. We're usually dehydrated and inflamed and low on energy first thing in the morning, and that's regardless of if you have Lyme disease or not. Now, add Lyme disease to the mix and you're dealing with some serious problems first thing. That's why a morning routine can be absolutely a game changer. The right routine helps your immune system, your detox pathways, and your nervous system get ahead of your Lyme disease symptoms. Now, this isn't about being perfect, it's about starting your day with momentum instead of chaos. So step one, as soon as I woke up, I would drink a ton of water, right? A big glass of water, and oftentimes I would mix in trace minerals or sea salt or whatever minerals I could get in there. One of my favorite mineral packs is LMNT. There's also Liquid IV, but for Liquid IV, get the sugar-free version. But these hydration packs, I'm a big fan. They help to improve the amount of water we actually absorb in our body, and they provide all the trace minerals that are required to feel healthy and be hydrated. Sometimes I also add lemon specifically for liver support, which if you've watched me for any period of time, you know that we need that lemon water for liver support to help with detoxification. Now, you might be wondering about coffee. Well, personally, when I was fighting against Lyme disease and I was desperate to get better and I would do anything in my power to feel like myself again, I cut coffee out of my diet for the entire year. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't giving myself that caffeine. That actually reduces blood flow to the brain. It blocks adenosine receptors. This is all fancy terminology to say it's not great for your brain and for your body to drink caffeine first thing in the morning, especially if you're in that healing phase of your life just trying to get better from Lyme disease. I would actually suggest removing it altogether. And what I did at the time was I replaced it with something called reishi mushroom. So now there's a ton of different awesome mushroom coffee recipes that provide adaptogen mushrooms that you can drink. It still gives you a hot, brown, tasty liquid first thing in the morning that you can enjoy, but instead of coffee that just ramps up the nervous system, ramps up your energy, gives you the jitters a little bit, instead we use adaptogens that actually calm the nervous system, reduce stress responses, and help you come from a balanced and healthy place. And it was one of the best things I did for my Lyme recovery. I suggest you give it a try if you like coffee and you want that ritual without the downside. Step two is gentle movement. Okay, we're talking about stretching or going for a walk outside. Nothing crazy, just something to get the lymph flowing, to get the body to wake up a little bit without stressing it out or putting too much pressure on it. This helps open up drainage pathways so that my body can detox even better throughout the day. At this time, I also like to get sunlight on my skin and my eyes. It sets my circadian rhythm. It gets me ready for the rest of my day. It also helps me get ready for bed 12 to 16 hours later. When the sun goes down, your body knows it's time for bed because you got that sunlight first thing in the morning. Don't underestimate the power of sunlight. Remember, we are creatures that require the sun to survive, so let's use it for what it's worth. It's not just a bad thing, although extended periods of time can be very bad for your skin. Obviously, we do want to get some sunlight exposure to be healthy. If I'm up for it, I'll do some rebounding or some dry brushing, whatever I can do to help improve detoxification during that time. Even, before getting in the shower after the morning walk, I will do some dry brushing right there. Step three, calm the nervous system. This is where any meditation practice would come into play, or deep breathing exercises come into play. Now, people have all different types of thoughts and experiences with meditation. Some people say it's too hard. Some people say it doesn't do anything. Other people swear by it and tell everybody else to try it, right? Well, me personally, I was a skeptic at first, but I gave it a try. Why? Because I knew that my nervous system was probably over-ramped, and I knew that calming my nervous system would help to heal my body from the inside out. That's what the data shows. So I got to work. I started trying to do meditations, and what did I do? I downloaded one of those apps. I think at the time it was called Headspace. I'm not sure if they still exist. Haven't used it in a long time. But I would do 5-minute meditations at first to get myself used to it, to learn about meditation, to feel what it felt like, to see if it was something I needed or wanted. And I did like it. It did help me. And I ended up increasing the amount of time that I spent meditating from there, from 5 minutes to 10 minutes to 15 minutes, and then eventually 20 minutes. And I would do a 20-minute meditation every day when I was fighting against Lyme disease and when I was at the worst health of my life. And it helped me immensely. Now, these days, I can't say that I stick to that consistent schedule still, but I still see the value in meditation, and I try to get some form of deep breathing or meditation into my day every single day. All you need is 5 to 10 minutes of either meditation or even journaling, or just some simple breathwork exercises. Playing with the breath, thinking about your in-breath and your out-breath for 5 minutes can have a serious impact on how you feel, your relaxation, the amount of stress that's being held in your body and in your mind can totally dissipate just from having that practice of feeling your breath and working through a simple meditation. Really, the goal is to reset your nervous system so you're not operating from fight or flight mode and you're not completely ramped up. Instead, you're relaxed, you're in rest and repair mode, and you're just relaxing through your day. You don't have to do a meditation in the general sense. Sometimes I just sit in silence and listen to some healing music. Step 4, a nourishing breakfast. I usually would eat something with protein, healthy fats, and slow carbs. So that might look like eggs, avocado, and cooked vegetables. Sometimes I'd have a nice green smoothie with protein powder, dark greens like kale, and a green apple to sweeten it up a bit, maybe some blueberries for the brain benefits. And those fruits are generally lower in sugar. They have a lower glycemic index. They help to sweeten up the smoothie, and they also have health benefits themselves as well. If you check out my video about diet, you'll know that we want to reduce the amount of sugars in our diet, even the amount of fruit in our diet, but having lower sugar fruit in the diet is not terrible. The breakfast I just described helps to stabilize my energy and reduce energy crashes later in the day as well. Really, just don't have any sugary cereals, fruit, or toast first thing in the morning. We want to make sure we're having a lot of healthy fats and proteins to go with some slower digesting carbs, not the kind that spikes your blood sugar, because your blood sugar will crash and it will cause a much bigger problem. Step 5, after I eat, I take my morning supplements and herbs. Most mornings I use Andrographis, Japanese knotweed, and cat's claw, which are the herbs in the Lyme-Wars herb box. They help calm inflammation and support the immune system, as well as protect and repair cells from damage that happen from Lyme microbes. And they also have been shown to kill Lyme microbes in vitro in a recent study. So there's just a ton of evidence and support around using these herbs for Lyme disease. We have thousands of Lyme disease victims who swear by them because they work so well. And we just took that protocol and made it higher quality, third-party tested, and made sure it was the highest potency and quality, the right dosage. And that is what is in the Lyme-Wars herb box, available at lymewars.com. I'm also a big fan of the following supplements. Number 1, omega-3s. Number 2, magnesium. Number 3, a whole vitamin that just fills in any gaps that there might be. And finally, vitamin D3. Those 4 are a great foundational support protocol that can be used for anybody, regardless of if they have Lyme disease or not. And then I use the Lyme disease herbs on top of it to help create the full picture of Lyme healing power. Step number 6, protect your energy. So first thing in the morning, I avoid social media, I avoid emails. I don't want other people stealing my energy from me right away first thing in the morning. So I have to push that until later in the day. Because if you wake up and just answer everybody else's beck and call, you're not taking care of yourself first. you're focused outwardly at the world around you instead of your own inner turmoil, your own inner sanity and health. This creates a calm buffer zone that allows me to handle stress a lot better later in the day. I can almost guarantee the day will get stressful, so I might as well be prepared when it does. If I skip this step, I notice that I'm a lot more reactive, I'm less grounded, I'm a lot more just angsty, right? I'm more in that fight or flight mode, and that is what we want to avoid. We want to get to rest and repair mode a lot more often. So avoiding social media and the news and anything that can kind of pull your energy away from you is paramount for the first hour or so in the day. Some people take it even longer. They say even half the day. They go after that stuff during the second half of their day, which I completely understand, to each their own, but it had helped me a lot to avoid social media and emails and getting pulled in every direction first thing in the morning. So with all of this in mind, your routine does not have to be perfect, it just has to be consistent. I mean, you don't have to come out of the gate swinging with a 90-minute crazy morning ritual that you make yourself do every single day. You could just find one or two things that you want to add in that I talked about in this video, start doing them, and you'll build from there over time as you see what works for you and what you like and dislike about each of these ideas. You'll build a morning routine that fits you and your body and your lifestyle. If you want to try the herbs that help me to stabilize my morning routine, I put the link in the description below, or you can go to Lyme-Wars.com, pick yourself up a Lyme-Wars herb box. We can deliver it to your house every single month, so you constantly have the herbs that just work the first time. Again, that's Lyme-Wars.com, and we can't wait to work with you. We even provide free detox tips, a free course about detoxification, and a free welcome course that guides you through how to use the herbs, how to think about them, the dosages, and every other question you could possibly have. We also have support set up if you have any questions whatsoever about Lyme disease, or about the protocol, or about the herbs, or about your body and what you can do in order to get better. Reach out to us, we're here for you. And if you're just starting out, you can download my free Lyme guide. It's called the Lyme Survival Guide. It's in the description below this video. It is completely free. It's 6 science-backed steps that'll walk you through the best way for healing from Lyme disease that I used and that I then taught thousands of other people so that they can take back their body and feel like themselves again. It's my gift to you. Just go grab it for free. The link is in the description below. And if you like this video, you'll probably like this one as well, especially if you want to continue your Lyme healing journey. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay up to date with me, and I'll keep uploading these videos so you can keep getting better. I'll see you next time.